Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Gabe Tenzin.
And I'm Austin Daly.
The fall play Noises Off debuts tonight. We go to Alonso Alcacer with the story.
Today is the first of 5 days where Noises Off will be premiering, and the cast has been preparing for weeks.
We're at the school every day except for Sunday for really long hours. We do a lot of improv games as our characters, which really helps us figure out our relationships as the different characters go.
Long hours, memorization, just really weird but fun techniques, strategies, exercises, just running over certain scenes and acts over and over and over again until we get it perfect.
Some of the cast members believe the good chemistry between them is what makes a successful production.
Everyone in the cast, we're like a big family, honestly. We all get along pretty well. I mean, obviously there's been like some bumps in the road, but you can't have a good production, you can't have a good team without a few bumps in the road. And so far it's been pulled together pretty well. We all get along really well. I consider them good friends, family even, because of how long we've been together, because this isn't the only production we've been in together, some of them.
We're all really good friends. There were only 2 people that were new to the whole group. Aside from that, everyone else knew each other, but we've become friends really quickly and easily. Everyone likes each other.
We have a really small cast. Our cast is only of 9, and I think that because it's so small, it makes it so that we understand each other really well. Like, if it isn't like there's any cliques, like we're all just together every single day. And because of that, we're just really good friends, and we all really look out for each other on stage. Like, if anything ever goes wrong, we all know like how to kind of almost like talk to each other without talking to each other, so we can figure out what is going wrong. So I think it makes it so that we can really understand each other, both on stage and off stage. Just having that small cast really helps.
The cast has dedicated a lot of their time into the play and are looking forward to performing.
It's incredibly entertaining. We've all put in a lot of hard work and a lot of hours and sacrificed some stuff to just be able to put on this play and entertain people and just sort of give people a place to go and enjoy themselves for roughly 2 hours. So come out and see it, support your local drama program, come see your friends in the play if they're your friends. Just come see it. It's good. It's funny.
The show dates are November 10th, 12th, 17th, 18th, and the 19th at 7 p.m.
The DNF rates in Q1 of the school year have decreased up to 20%. This may be because of the new roar period implemented this school year.
Roar is one of those many variables that help the grades to drop. And the teachers' effort. The teachers are putting a lot in, the administrators are putting a lot into the kids, and the kids are putting time into themselves, and so that's good to see.
Now we go to Jason Russell with sports.
Good morning and welcome to an all-new edition of EOTSN. I'm Jason Russell. Tomorrow night is the first round of playoffs for the varsity football team, which is significant for 2 major reasons. Since 1980, Roseville High School has only had 3 varsity football teams go 9-1 in the regular season, and since 1980, only 4 have hosted a playoff game. This year's team has done both. They capped off their 9-1 regular season with a win versus Oakmont, therefore securing their home playoff game tomorrow. Now here's what Roseville's playoff route looks like. They come in ranked 7th in the Division II playoff bracket with a game against the number 10 Vacaville. If they manage to win their game tomorrow, they will either face number 2 Del Oro or number 15 Laguna Creek. If they make it past the second round, their opponents will either be Grant, Antelope, Granite Bay, or Central Valley. And if they manage to win all 3 of those games, then they will be in the championship with who knows. The varsity football team would have to play almost perfect football to make it to the championship. Will that be hard? Absolutely, but anything is possible, and their first hurdle is the number 10 Vacaville Bulldogs. Vacaville comes into tomorrow night's game with a 7-3 overall record and a 4-1 league record. They average 326 rushing yards per game and 71 passing yards per game. Their defense has been very solid this year, allowing only 207 points on the season, while their offense has put up 366 points. Vacaville is very heavy on the run game and usually doesn't spread teams out with wide receivers. They normally have 1 wide receiver and anywhere between 1 to 3 running backs on the field at any given time. They can throw, but have not needed to this year, as they have 9 running backs who are over 100 yards this season and 3 that are over 500 yards. If Roseville has any chance of winning this game tomorrow, it starts with containing the run game, which means expect Roseville's defense to be more compacted as they try to stop the downhill running of Vacaville. Oh, and a quick stat coming out of the season for Roseville's defense. In terms of points allowed, they were the #1 defense in the CVC, allowing 168 points on the year. Roseville's offense is on a hot streak, scoring 35 points or more in their last 3 games, and if that trend continues, the offense should put up a lot of points tomorrow. Expect a physical football game from both teams. And that's it on your home for Roseville High School sports top plays, breakdowns, and more. I, the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN.
A reminder that there is no school tomorrow in honor of Veterans Day. 3 teachers in RHS are in fact veterans. We go to Jack Rossetti with the story.
Of Veterans Day on November 1st, 3 teachers who have served our country, science teacher Joanne Cook, multimedia teacher Ron Volk, and foreign language teacher Curtis Hobbs, expressed their gratitude towards Veterans Day.
It's a day that we can pause and think about some of the freedoms we have in this country and the people that helped us get those freedoms.
It just makes me think of all the guys that died giving us what we have, for us to be able to do the things we do.
Well, Veterans Day for me is a time for me to honor the men and women that have gone before me to serve in this country. It's a time for me to get together with my former servicemen and women and just kind of talk about the good old times.
Volk and Cook both served in the Air Force, whereas Hobbs served in the Army.
I served in the United States Air Force. I was active duty for a little over 8 years, and then I served in the Air Force Reserve for the remaining 12 years until I retired with 20 some odd years of service.
It taught me discipline. It was like a family. I mean, they took care of you. They trained you. It was just a perfect way for me to go somewhere.
It was varied. Basic training at 17 years old was the most eye-opening experience probably of my life, and I had some very good times. I was able to go overseas, but it wasn't to a desert. I was actually able to go to Sweden and Italy for my overseas duties. But no, it was a great way to find out about myself.
We at I, the Tiger thank them for their service.
The canned food drive started on October 31st and continues through November 18th. All canned food goods go to the Salvation Army, and the class with the highest amount of cans wins a pizza party. That's it for us today on I, the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at iTheTigerNews.com. See you next time.